Welcome back, guys. So we have a fun project to document for you guys today.
Yep.
I always love when I can get Josh out here tackling some of these farm projects for us. It's a really good feeling and it's always a nice change of pace.
Yeah.
So today the plan is to take you guys along as we build another tractor. These are mobile pens that we use for all sorts of animals. We use them to move our meat chickens, our egg layers, now our sheep. It's just a really great, easy way for us to move the animals without messing with electric netting, which takes a lot more time. Electric netting is relatively easy, but it's obviously more involved as you're moving daily. Each little post, yeah. Yes, and daily. This way, we just walk out, we can push the tractor, one of us or both of us, and get the animals to a new spot of pasture. So
yeah, within 10 seconds.
Yes, so that is what the plan is for today. And today, that pen is going to be for our cow Bruce. Can they see him back here?
Oh no.
Right there, he's at his hay feeder. I need to get him locked up. He's getting to be a big boy now. He's in kind of like his funky teenage stage with which a lot of male animals go through. Like our rams have been there. They just get a little bit wild.
Yeah, I don't know how heavy he is, maybe 600 some pounds maybe.
He's a big guy. He's big. Very tall. Yeah,
he's getting big, he's getting wild.
Yes,
so
he bucks around. It's out of excitement. It's not out of him trying to be mean or anything. He's just excited and doesn't realize how big he is. So it's gotten to the point where I can't bring Ellie or the kids out with me to take care of him just because it's just not safe. It's not safe for them, and it's not even safe for me being out here alone taking care of him. So best thing is to get this guy put in a nice pen where we are safe, where he is safe and happy, and we can just move him multiple times a day to a fresh spot.
Yeah, so we're making a steel pen. It's all gonna be welded together with wheels. And Aaron's not too up to par on welding.
I'm working on it.
Neither am I. So we're both newbies on welding for sure. So
yes.
It's a new task we're gonna do. We've welded a few things here and there before, probably 3 or 4 times prior to this.
Yes.
So we're gonna try our hand on building this guy real quick and see what happens.
Yes, our last pen that we built that you might have seen if you followed us on Instagram was for our rams.
Yes.
And it's working out well so far. So we're excited to repeat that process and get one for Bruce.
Yep. So
let's get welding.
All right, let's go.
All of the tube steel is cut, so we're ready to start welding now.
Yeah, so we're gonna lay them all out. We'll do the bottom square first. We'll lay it down, weld, and make a square. And then we'll go to the top square, do the same thing. And then once we get those 2 things done, we'll go ahead and put the wheels on the bottom section and then start putting vertical pieces up. Once the vertical pieces go up, the top square goes on, that gets welded in place. I guess we'll go ahead and weld the cattle panels in on the inside.
Yes, and just so you know, we are using the generator for this project today. Yes. We're all the way out here by the solar panels, which you guys already know is a good like 300 feet from the house. So we're just gonna use the generator, but it doesn't draw much, so it is able to be run off of our solar system.
Yeah, but I mean, the directions, we just bought the welder not too long ago. But it says maximum use is 1 cord. It has to be 12 wire. We have 12 wire cord, no big deal, but max you can use is 1.
Some of you have been with us for long enough to remember last winter when we built our very first sheep tractor, but we did it with gates, like cattle gates, rather than tube steel and cattle panels like we're doing now. And if you remember, we had tried it with 2 different ways, attaching the wheels to the bottom.
Yeah.
And we got it to work, but we realized quickly in that video that the best way for us to do that would be with a welder, which at the time
didn't have. Never welded before, so.
Yes. So as the farm is expanding with all of the new babies and the cow now needing his own pen, we decided to go ahead, get the welder, and do it a way that we felt would be more confident and long lasting. So
yeah, and it's cheaper to buy this steel versus buying those cattle panels and doing it with that, or cattle gates and doing it with that.
Yes, plus I have plans for the cattle gates underneath the barn with the pigs that we're going to be bringing home and training. That's for a later video. We'll get into that later.
Yes.
We've got lots of farm projects going on. So all right, so let's get this going.
All right. Pick it up. All right, Bruce, you done? Can I walk past you now?
Comes and goes. They say the truth is in the telling. Everybody knows. Talking about it, but it never grows. So long I'm calling out for hope, 'cause now I go back on the road. I'm alone again, and I know I've been told. You play, you fall, get up and go. Don't get it while you can. I'm calling out for hope, 'cause now I go back on the road. I'm alone.
We have 2 of the 4 sides up. The
Yep.
wheels are on. The frame is pretty much built other than the top.
Yep, so we've got the cow panels go on the other 2 sides. Then we'll do the top piece, then we'll cut a door out and weld a few more pieces in there for a door, and then we're
Get
done.
the hay feeder in, the
Yeah.
water, all that kind of good stuff. The tarp, the cover. So a little bit more to go, but things should move well tomorrow.
They should.
It's just getting dark now, so we gotta call it.
We're gonna call it night. Be done with it.
Okay,
All right,
see you tomorrow.
see ya. You're gonna work it in, Aaron.
Do what?
You're gonna work it in. You just jump up and down, up and down. You gotta melt the top one and bring it down onto the bottom
Okay.
one. And then a little bit. Back up, down. Hit it. Keep it low. The last half did better than the first half. Not bad. Okay, cool. That
Now
worked.
that's a nice weld.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's a nice weld.
I would say it's a little better than yours.
Bravo! Bravo! I like it.
I think I have a career in welding.
A career in welding?
Yeah.
Suppose you have a career in baking cakes. Well.
You got a career in growing bacon and you're back. We're getting ready to put on the shade cover for Bruce. I ordered this off of Amazon. It was really cheap. They use it for like gardens or dog kennels or anything like that. Just basically something to give him a break from the sun, mostly in the like summer months, obviously. Previously on our sheep tractor, we used an old trampoline, like mat, the bouncy part of the mat. It's worked really great. So I think this is gonna work out well for him too.
Success. So me and Aaron obviously aren't welders. We gave it our best shot. We'll see if it holds up or not. If it falls apart here next year or so, we'll go back out there, weld it again, right?
Yeah, it's definitely a learning process.
Yes.
But that's one of the things that we really wanted to gain when we
Yes.
moved out here was getting to tackle new skills and experiences to learn stuff, and welding was one of those things that we wanted to
And
learn.
I guess for us, or for me at least, getting to a nice good cadence with moving that stick forward and getting everything to weld perfectly. That's not the prettiest, but you know, it looks like it held together, I hope.
and the
So.
cows don't care, that's what I say.
Yep.
But I need to work on slowing down. I tend to go too fast, and
Yeah.
it's just going to take time. It's one of those things.
Yep, we want to try new things. We moved out here, so welding's one of them. So being on a farm, things break, and we can put it back together with that welder. So that's why we got it.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about it.
Yep.
So we did a couple of things differently with Bruce's mobile pen than we did with the sheep, which we didn't record because a lot of the times it's tough for us to get done everything that we want to get done and also film it. So we were just like, we're not going to film it. Let's get it done. And then this one, we're like, okay.
And I guess the sheep one's a little bit bigger. We use 1x2 steel. We wanted to beef it up, make sure it wasn't too small when we did it. It's actually a little too. It's too beefed up. It doesn't need to be that big. So we actually, on the second one, we dropped down to 1.25 by 1.25 tube steel, and it's a little bit lighter. They both are very mobile and they're easy to push. So
Yeah, they are. They turned out great. We also changed how we did the wheels. For the sheep, the wheels are proper because you don't want lambs getting out
Yes.
underneath if a lamb is in there. However, for Bruce and his shade cover, it needs to be up higher. So with the sheep, we put the wheels out on the side, which allowed us to drop it down closer to the ground. And with Bruce, we put him directly underneath the corners, which raised it up to a perfect height for him.
It's like 14 inches off the ground. So
Yep. And then the shade cover is also different. We utilized an old trampoline cover that we had. So that was just a free shade cover. It's worked out great. No issue with like snow load or any of that sort of thing with it. And with Bruce, we got him a shade cover that I'd mentioned. I got it off of like Amazon.
Yep.
It's just...
We ordered it as black. It came out silver. So
Yeah, I know.
we're not
I was
happy
a little
about
bit
that.
disappointed. That's
Whatever.
kind of an eyesore, but
Yeah.
every time we post a video talking about how we raise our own meat, we always get a little bit of heat. That's to be expected. It's okay. We're respectful of other people's choices to eat meat or to not eat meat. In our opinion, the world has always had meat eaters, and it's always going to have meat eaters. So the best thing that we can do for the animals is to support farmers who are raising their animals in a proper, responsible way. And that's what we practice here on our farm, is good management for both the pasture and for the animals. So we rotate all of our animals, even the ones that you guys saw in the electric fencing down at that end, which is all of our girls, our does, and our ewes. They're all moved from section to section, no matter where they're at. They're not sitting constantly on a dirt lot or the same spot of pasture. So it keeps our pasture really healthy. It's not being overgrazed because they're constantly being moved, and they're not returning to that same section until the land has had the proper amount of time to regrow and rejuvenate itself. And it's also cutting down on parasites because we're breaking the egg cycle. So we're not having to worm our animals because we're attacking the parasite problem ahead of time in a natural manner. So they have everything they need. They've got their hay, they have their water, they have their minerals, they have their shade from the elements. So they're good to go. They're happy and they're healthy, and we feel good about it.
Yeah.
So that's it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. We should be having another baby here soon. Not us. Not us.
I'm like, what?
Not us.
you
Definitely
talking
not us. But one of our does is having a baby here soon. We've been waiting on her. I actually expected her to already kid.
Yeah.
But she hasn't, so we'll share that with you guys too as soon as that happens.
Yep. All right, guys.
See you next time.
Yep,
Thanks for watching.
You scared me.